Guys, okay, so Tuesday our conditioning is every 3 minutes for 4 total rounds. You've got 3 minutes to complete 30 double unders, 10 plate ground to overhead, 10 plate sit-ups, and then 10 metres of an overhead plate lunge. So 3 minutes to get that work done, and then you'll start your next round once you've got some rests in there. So obviously the quicker you go, the more rest you'll get. The slower you go, the less rest you'll get. So basically you'll start your first round at 0, so the clock will start. You'll complete start your second round on the 3 minutes, then the 6, then the 9, and then you'll be done there. In terms of sort of scaling for this as well, with the double unders, if you've got good double unders, this shouldn't be a problem. You can look at maybe reducing the reps slightly. We'll look at the movements a little bit later, but it might be just like a fake jump in your double under. With your plate ground overhead, this sort of depends what you have at home as well. And same with that plate sit up. And then for your lunge, I mean, some of these movements here, so the sit up and the lunge could be unweighted if needed, or maybe try and reduce the reps. But I'd like to see the same reps be done, maybe just at a lighter weight if you've got it there at all. So yeah, every 3 minutes for 4 rounds, double unders, plate ground overhead, plate sit up, and then you're walking lunge with your plate. So it's 10 metres, so you'll be over a distance. Otherwise you can scale that to just some 10 stepping lunges if needed, depends what space you have. All right, once you finish that, some accessory work. So we've got 6 dumbbell or kettlebell, so it depends what you have, single leg deadlifts, and that'll be done on each side of your body. We've got 8 dumbbell kettlebell hip thrusts with a pause. We'll look at these as well. And then 6 Cossack squats, which is going to be done on each side also. A round through for that one. So that's your accessory work. So conditioning, some accessory, and then we've got some flexibility, which make sure you do. 90 seconds on each stretch for 2 full rounds. A frog stretch, we'll have a look at these. A seated hammy stretch, a spinal twist stretch. And then an overhead tricep / shoulder stretch there as well. So this stuff here is just as important as all this, so make sure you allocate your time to get that done as well. So 3 sort of components there for you to take over on your Tuesday. Let's have a look at these movements. Alrighty, so let's have a look at these movements in our conditioning. So they are every 3 minutes for 4 rounds. 30 double unders. Like we were saying before in the brief, if you don't have double unders, we normally give you like a plate jump as a bit of a scaling one, but you can just obviously just do the jump. So you're just jumping up and down. If you want to try like to put the tempo together, you can sort of do like that, the hip tap if you like, or even just moving those hands. It's exactly the same, except you're just not turning a rope over, so you still get your heart rate up there. And in terms of scaling the reps and everything, 30 will be not a problem, so you can still maintain those reps. 10 plate ground overhead, so have a plate. And if you don't have a plate at home, you can use a dumbbell or whatever you've got. From the ground to overhead, as the name suggests. See how there's that nice little twist of the plate as it goes to the floor and back up. Keep it nice and close to you and just watch your chin or your nose. 10 of those and then 10 plate sit-ups. So again, as I was saying, you can take the plate out of this altogether if you need to. And with the plate, we're just going to hold that in nice and tight and then press it up. They're sitting right up. So we want that plate to make it harder, not to make it easy by like swinging the plate through to assist you getting up. So try and keep it as close to you as you can in terms of those arms as you move through your reps there. So 10 plate sit-ups. Once you're down there, a 10 metre overhead plate lunge. Good, going nice and warm now, so it should be sorted. Good, so locked out position overhead. I'll just have a look at that overhead position. It looks really good. Good. Hear that knee to the floor. Good. Sit up nice and straight. If you're really tight in through your shoulders and your thoracic, this may be a bit of an issue, but that's all about getting your mobility better as well. Okay, so you've got 3 minutes to get all that done. Ideally looking at about 2 minutes to get it finished, and then you're getting that minute rest in there. Make sure it doesn't turn into an AMRAP, so make sure there is that rest there. So that's sort of that start-stop sort of stimulus. So just make sure you do your scaling correctly if needed to be able to get that done in the right amount of time. Okay, so let's have a look at this accessory work, which is, again, like I was saying, with the flexibility is just as important as the rest of it. 6 dumbbell or kettlebell single leg deadlifts each side. So you can see Garland's got it in one hand. That same leg is going to go back. Good. So feeling all that tension to that left-hand side of the hammies and the glutes. Good. Now, this is way, 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 way harder than it looks. So if you need to go unweighted just to stay in that correct position, then do so. Get a nice little loaded sort of hamstring stretch as well. Good. But you'll find that if your hips aren't rotating and twisting, that leg goes straight back behind her, which it does perfectly. So that's normally your best way to see or to check if you're staying nice and straight through that. Once you've done your deadlifts on each side, you're going to move into your hip thrust with the pause. So just up on that bench there or a chair, whatever you've got, just the weight in the lap there just to add a bit of resistance on the way up. Good. A little pause at the top. And what are you doing in your pause there, Leanie? Squeezing her bottom. Good. So make sure there's that maximum glute engagement as you come through. Good. So that's going to be 8 of those with a pause. And then we've got 6 Cossack squats each side. Thank God Galen's doing these and I'm not trying to. So 6 Cossack squats which should be done each side. So nice wide feet, and then from there, we're just going over to one side. Good. That's it, and just swapping sides each time. All right, so 6 each side, so 12 total. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's your accessory work for that one as well. And then the flexibility, frog stretch. Just make sure you've probably got something soft to kneel on. That's probably not real nice on there for you, Galen. Yeah. All right, so you should be feeling right through your adductors and your groin. As you sort of push your bum back, you'll feel a bit more of a stretch. So just go to wherever is reasonably comfortable. You're going to be doing 90 seconds for each stretch. So the frog stretch, you're just doing both sides at once, so it's 90 seconds there. Once you're done, a seated hammy stretch. Good, so make sure the knees or the back of the knees are on the floor and reaching through toes or ankles, whatever you can get to. Just holding that stretch. So with all our stretches too, make sure you can certainly feel the stretch. It might be on the slight realms of being uncomfortable, but it's something you can relax into over that 90-second period. All right, once we're done there, spinal twist. Sounds like some sort of heavy metal band. Good. So there's a nice one to open up in through your back, but also in through your shoulder and stretching out through that pec on that right-hand side. Looks very comfy. All right, once you've done 90 seconds, swap over to the other side and do your other 90 seconds. And then the overhead tricep / shoulder stretch to finish. Hand over, and we're just trying to get that hand as far down the middle of the back as we can. Good, and just holding there for 90 seconds, then swapping over. Excellent. It's a nice wedding ring you got there, Galen. Yeah. Just got it fixed. Very good. Okay, perfect. All right, make sure you get through that conditioning and the accessory and the flexibility work and eat your carrots.